5 through 12. I didn't get that in, but I wanted to make sure you knew that. Now, little heads up on the necklace, and I really felt like this was gonna happen. We're down to the final 300 total, that's it. Not 300 in each design, 300 completely.
And when these are gone, we won't bring them back, guys.
Right.
Okay?
When
they're
these are
just done. This is one shot.
In the turquoise, I have 130 left. This is all I have, and I believe this is gonna sell out. I absolutely do. I think it is, right when I came in the studio, I knew what the Today Special was. I did not know what the accessory pieces were, and I literally flipped my noodle on this because I think this is so fun. I think it's versatile. It's very, very different than a traditional J. King piece. I love these stations, Jay. They're all bezel set. By the way, even when it flips over, it doesn't matter. They have beautifully set the stones so that however you wear it, if you double it up, if it flips around when you have it on, there's just something great about this. What I also like is, imagine this, if you have amber in your collection, think about how much fun this will be adding an amber necklace to it. If you've got turquoise already, use this as a layering piece because this really makes an extra bold statement which will break up a traditional turquoise necklace. And then on the flip side here, if you happen to have some jade, and if you're lucky enough to have the pink thulite, well, congratulations, I haven't seen it very often, but you can really have a lot of fun with these. Now here's what else is great, Jay. You didn't do 18 inches. He went for it on this one, like you really just kind of blew it out. This is a long 30 and 1/4 of an inch. And then what's really amazing, look at this. I'm not even at the longest length yet. You get another 2 3/4 of an inch to play with. That's why you can double it up on your neck. You can wear it layered if you want to. I think you're gonna love it. Just don't miss out on it. And it is a ton of sterling silver on here. And you can really tell, Jay, there was so much work that went into this necklace. So much work.
You know, and here again, when you do these designs, and what I love with this is truly something that you could, you know, this is every day, not gonna sit in your jewelry box, right? I mean, you could wear this any day, you could go very casual with this, but this is something truly that you could dress up with. I mean, if you've really got, you know, something that, dress up occasion, something that you really, you know, go to the nines, this is something that would fit in perfectly. It's just a very, very classic look, very expensive look. But it also, if you're dressing down with it, it's gonna fit into your wardrobe too. So it's gonna be something that isn't just, you know, the main thing is, you know, when you have beautiful jewelry pieces, I know my wife, she's got some stunning, amazing things in her collection, but she very rarely wears them. If you really kind of see what she, you know, I kind of observe what she does, and there are certain pieces that are her go-to pieces. And I think this is something that that you're going to find. It's very universal, very go-to. Something you're going to find that's just not going to sit there, that you're going to find a use for it to accessorize with constantly.
By the way, last call on the turquoise. So if you want the turquoise with the jade, that's almost gone. And you know what's really interesting? Normally when I come on with Jay, I really lean to turquoise. I have a lot of his turquoise. I love it. What I found interesting is I was completely fascinated by the thulite with the jade. It absolutely is captivating to me. So if you want to do maybe a different colored stone, this is where, look how beautiful that is. I would really go here. Now, I've got something really cool I'm going to show you. Okay, you ready for this? Because you have the pink thulite in this one, and